Welcome. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Going to be working on our dragon painting for a little bit. This is going to be the Painted Dragon Print Club piece for February.
Playing from iPad, 5.
No one asked you. Alright, so we're working on our dragon for a bit. We've got the painting pretty close to being finished. I think I can just add a few little finishing touches here and there. What do you guys think about this piece so far? How are you guys feeling about this one? Let's see. That little cup. That's sick, thank you. Hello, hello. There you are. Welcome, welcome everybody. Here is that bottle of liquid. There you are. See, I think this one is getting pretty close. How long did it take? A few days. Been plugging away at this one for a few days now. I've just been listening to audiobooks while painting lately, so I haven't streamed as much. Got my wife into Mistborn, so we've been just blasting through those books the last month or so. So any progress I've made off stream is usually when we're listening to audiobooks. I do paint them for fun. Hi, me again. What's up, dude? I do paint them for fun, but I also do live full-time off of my work. So this one specifically is for my print club. I painted this one specifically for the Painted Dragon Print Club members. That's everyone on my Patreon. If you would like to be on my Patreon, I send a little signed 5x7 print every month at the end of the month. So this one will be going out at the end of February. I'll show you guys what the January one looked like. What's up? So here's what the January print club piece looks like. So you get a nice little envelope. It's got my little stamp on there. And then inside, a nice sleeve. This was like my practice one just to make sure I liked the packaging, and so it's all sleeved up all nice. You get a little thank you note with a little newsletter update. So that's just a little bit about like what we've been up to that month, what we're working on, where we're going, what we're doing. So I travel to conventions full time, and then you get the print. It's a 5x7. I sign them, so you'll get a new dragon painting from me or my wife every month. So if anyone's interested in that, the Patreon link is in my bio. It's the Painted Dragon Print Club. And this will be the February one. Just add this back in here. Yeah, you get a little signed print every month. And a nice little envelope with some dragon art. So this is for all those dragon enjoyers out there. What's up, Solar Space Bar? Click my face says, can't confirm, Painted Dragon Print Club changed my life. Yeah, that's what this is. This is the Painted Dragon Print Club. That's what we're working on. If I can put that somewhere. So I need to promote this. This is kind of loud. Yeah, I think I'm like pretty close to finishing this one up. But I think we can add a few more highlights on this. Just like some extra ice and snow blowing from this dragon. Figured it's a cold time of year. It's a cold dragon, and ice is the worst, so you know. Yeah, we're just putting a few more highlights on here. I love my little knight down here. I think he turned out looking so cool. Got this guy down here and he's just hiding behind this rock. This dragon's just spewing ice at him. Trying to make him look metallic. There we go. I just Skyrim. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for here. I love the wyvern designs. I think wyverns are just a lot more fun to paint than all the extra limbs on a traditional dragon, like a European dragon. I just love how Elder Scrolls calls these dragons. Everyone's like, that's not a dragon, that's a wyvern. And I'm like, I know. I know it's a wyvern, but a wyvern is also a dragon. Not all dragons are wyverns, but all wyverns are dragons, right? That's how that works. Get this piece just looking cold. Cold. Some extra bright highlights, just making this thing look like it's just blasting. You're watching, nice. Let's see. I want to make this look extra icy. To do that, I'm trying to get these highlights in just the right places. It looks like he's just blasting this guy. He's cold. I think I might finish this one pretty quick. Really enjoy seeing your art. Thank you. I enjoy your hype. Yeah, I think if I make some good progress on this one, I'll work on my other painting a little bit tonight as well on stream. There we go. His arm's sticking out there in the cold a little bit. Bit more snowy patches up here. That's right. Yep. Link in my bio will take you to the Etsy shop, and if you want one of those little 5x7 prints of this one, these are only available through my Patreon. Did I beat the boys here? You did not. Wyvern, the coolest dragon design. I agree. I agree. They're just so much more fun to paint too. Like, arms are fun to paint, but arm wings, wing arms, they're just so much more fun to me. And you get to paint wingers, wing fingers. Neighbor randomly brought you ribs. Let's go. Let's go. Love it. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Layton? What's up? What you up to? How do I become a Patreon? Go to the link in my bio that says Patreon. It says Patreon Print Club /support. You click that, and then you pick the tier that you want to support at. If you want the little 5x7 print, it's $10 a month. You get some signed art every month, and that helps us to support us keep going full time. And you get a little signed print every month. It's like this. Here is the January one. If you want something like this, this is that little 5x7 signed print. You see this little signature on there. And that's that $10 one. This will be the February one. This will go out at the end of February. Finish up the mimics, made potion clickers to go with it. Let's go. Can't wait to see that. Click says Painted Dragon Print Club cured my blindness. Love to hear it. Trying to really get that lighting effect. Make it look like this is just glowing super bright. How often do you go live? Let it catch future broadcasts? I go live as often as I can. It's pretty much just whenever I have time though. So it's pretty much whenever my wife is like busy doing something else. So lately we've been listening to audiobooks while we paint, and so she doesn't like me having the live stream going while she's down here. She gets shy. Yeah, following Twitch or YouTube is the best place to make sure to know when I'm live, because those ones I always have going. I don't always multi-stream to all the platforms, but Twitch and YouTube are the easiest ones to not miss. TikTok is just killing it right now with my whole 0 viewers. I'm live streaming to, like, I'm multi-streaming to multiple platforms right now, and it's just like, oh, you mentioned Patreon? Absolutely not. That's not allowed. That what we have? That is what we have, Corey. We're doing our Painted Dragon Print Club February piece. Yes, they are. All the links are in my bio. So this was the January one. You get a little thank you note with it, a little newsletter of what we're doing that month, what we're up to, where we're going. You get a little signed print for $10 every month. So you could just give up one overpriced cup of coffee and get a little bit of dragon art in your mailbox. Instead of just having a bunch of spam, you could get some dragon art. Let's see, where else do I want some pure white? Just some more like rim light. Make these blocks of ice look a little more glowy. Looks cool. As soon as I got home, he yelled, "Attention, Aaron might stream tonight." Yeah. Yeah. Looks so good. Thank you. Think you have a good night. You too. So that's checking out your Etsy and Patreon. Don't forget to sub on YouTube as well. Awesome. Anybody joining in? We are working on the Painted Dragon Print Club piece. This is our February Painted Dragon print. Figured it's a cold month. Ice is the worst. So, should paint an ice dragon just being awful, terrifying. How long have I worked on this for? About 9 days, or not 9 days. Looked at my viewer count, it said 9 viewers, and I got excited. Been about 3 or 4 days on this one. We've probably put about like 10 to 15 hours between like the composition and planning to actually painting the final piece. It actually started out as this guy down here, and then I thought I could do better. Since I joined Painted Dragon Print Club, my postman fell in love with me and we're getting married. Let's go. Very cool, thank you. Yeah, so this one, I liked it, but I felt like I could do better, and so I went back in and did something in Blender. In 3D, I actually sculpted the whole dragon. Just found out he has a Twitch. I sure do. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the follow on Twitch. It's better on the bigger canvas. Yeah, and I just felt like the composition could be better. Because technically I could paint the same thing on a bigger canvas, but I think I just thought I could do better on the composition. It just felt a little boring to me. I didn't completely abandon my sketch, as my art mentor would have told me. It's like, don't lose your sketch, don't lose what made your sketch good. And I'm like, okay, what made the sketch good? I think it was the big wide open mouth. I think it was the bright, ice shooting down, like kind of bending around this rock. I was like, okay, what can we take from... Whoa. Thank you. Appreciate this sub, the gift sub. What does that say? I can't see it. It's so tiny. Who gifted the sub to who? What's up with the footage up top? previous videos. No hate, love it, but it's a little distracting. Yeah, it's like the Subway Surfer effect. It's there to keep people having something to watch when I don't always have something super interesting going on down here. What do you guys think? Is it distracting, or is it good to have that, like, this is specifically for Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, to have that like little time lapse going of other paintings? Do you find it distracting, or do you find it like fun to have something to watch when there's not as much happening up here on the canvas? Because if the general consensus is that it's not fun and that it's distracting, then I'll definitely take it off. But I thought it would be like a Subway Surfers effect, where it's just something to like keep your attention, because we live in such a short mindset, like short attention span kind of world. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have like a little something going on up there. Bit of extra light there. It's the only way you can tune in. That's right. That's right. Anybody joining in, welcome, welcome. I'm Aaron. I paint dragons. Every month I send out a little signed 5x7 print. If you would like one of these, the Patreon link is in my bio. That's the Painted Dragon Print Club. You get a little signed print every month for $10. So you can buy an overpriced cup of coffee or get a nice little piece of artwork sent to your mailbox every month. We're not a little ADD anymore. Yeah. I joined Painted Dragon Print Club and got better at tennis. Woo! Is that a dragon? Yeah. How long do your paintings usually take? Anywhere from a couple of days to a couple of weeks to a couple of months. It all depends on the piece. This one has taken me about a week. I still don't know if I'm done yet. Yeah, it all depends on the piece. Depends on how complex it is, how good my reference is, how good of a reference I make, or good of a reference I have. This one, I made my own reference in Blender. And so this one was a little faster than some other ones. I'll blend over that. Oh, you're talking about the little slideshow having Layton's like alien in there? When did I start painting? Senior year of high school in 2013. So was that like 13 years? Yep, going on 13 years. But I've been drawing for forever since before that, so kind of always been an artist. There's never really a time when I wasn't an artist. I've just always had some kind of art going on. I really like how these wings turned out. I think those look super cool. Makes it look like he's crawling forward at him. Yeah, I really like that. Getting this like highlight effect on there. just a slightly, just kind of off-white blue. Just add a little bit more in there. A little bit more right here. And this canvas is completely dry at this point. How do you envision proper perspective? Like, for example, this picture, since you guys closer, shouldn't you be big or small because the camera angle is in the sky? Yeah, so I actually, my initial piece, my initial sketch looked like this, and the perspective isn't quite as interesting. And that's why I decided to not move forward with this one, is the perspective wasn't super cool. So I took that idea, I went into Blender, which is a 3D modeling, 3D sculpting, 3D whatever, it does everything 3D, and I sculpted my dragon in 3D, and then used that sculpt as a reference for this painting. But in Blender, you can actually set the camera to be like whatever angle you want it to be, and whatever like focal length, and so I set it like to a super high focal length, like a 70mm camera or something, and then just push the camera up close so that all this like crazy perspective is going on, because in the 3D sculpt all of these ice spikes are all going the exact same direction. But because I set the camera up like that and set up my reference to bend around those ice spikes, this is all perfect perspective. This is all perfect, exactly in that angle that I want it to be. So that's how I get it to look like that. And that's just because I spent the time to learn Blender, and I would highly recommend any artist spend the time doing that, because it was definitely worth it. Over the teeth just makes him look a bit more ferocious. Look like he's growling. Looking great, dude. Thank you. Good luck on your piece. You're still working on that one for tomorrow, Art? Or is that one mostly done? It's so hard calling mine done. I don't know. The dragon's eyes. His eyes are right here. His almost big and glowing right here. Just because of the angle he's at, the eyes are kind of on the top left side of his head. Put your reference in a blender. Got it. Exactly. Yep. Just shove the reference in your blender. Go. And there you go. That's how you do it. There you go. Still needs more work. Gotta fix some stuff, polish the rest. Ah, you got it. You got this, Art. I really think, because Dan said that she was, or from the email, it sounds like she'll be picking one of our paintings to possibly be like actually published on the next cover if she likes them. I really feel like it's going to be between you and Patricia on that one, and then yeah, I think me and Bob, and I don't know if Marina is doing it, but Thomas are all doing the sci-fi one. So it's going to be a toss-up for that sci-fi one, but you and Patricia both did that that other one, and I can't wait to see see what she did. Do you think the dragon might pop more if he was colored differently than the general blue of the picture? Possibly, but I also really like the color scheme. You want to see Art's art? Yeah, he's on Instagram. Art is Artikuta. It's Art, A-R-T, and then I-K-U-T-A. That's his Instagram. Definitely go check out his stuff. Yeah, he's one of my classmates in dance class. He's also been working on a book cover for Lauren for tomorrow. Yeah, with paintings like this, I want the whole thing to be like a similar color scheme and to kind of like work together. So like this one, for example, this is a very cold palette. I want it to look just super frosty, super icy, just crazy, like in your face cold, whereas this is another one I'm working on right now. This one is very warm, and this one, it does look a little bit different, does look a little bit more interesting, having that like kind of cool like costume, using that kind of blue-gray as the costume. Taking first swing day class tomorrow. Let's go. That's awesome, Chris. Yeah, this is the other one I might be working on tonight if I finish this one. So this one is a very like warm color scheme, and there's still only two colors in this whole painting. It's all just this burnt sienna, and then this Payne's gray, and then black and white. So there's always going to be black and white, but I always try and have I try and limit it to like one or two colors, unless it's just a crazy like all out there painting. The main idea is the silhouette. It's using the values to get the silhouette right. So like for my David and Goliath piece, this is it's only two colors. It's just yellow and red plus black and white. So because I did the yellow and the red just glazing over the black and white, it still looks super cool because I got the black and white looking awesome. So yeah, this one is another example of like using that really warm color scheme versus this is kind of the opposite. This is the really, really cool color scheme. Yeah, I like to have very limited palettes. I tried throwing some like purples and pinks in this one, and it looks cool, but I don't know. I don't want to piss off any communities by using, white, blue, and pink. and I want this to be a scary ice dragon, because ice is bad and ice kills people, and I want it to be very clear, ice bad. And I didn't want to have pink in there to also cause any other opinions. if you catch my drift. I'm not trying to piss anyone off. Trying to get this highlight on this wing to pop a little bit more. I also wanted to make his shoulder stand out a little bit more as well. And while this may not be like the strongest silhouette that I've ever done, I think it's still a pretty cool silhouette. I think it is pretty cool. Just a bit more highlight on the shoulder, on some of these spikes here. makes his shoulder look like it's catching some light. Doesn't have to mean anything. Yep, it doesn't.
One quick sec. Let me take a look at that for you.
I didn't ask you for anything. This is why we gotta take down AI.
Before we start, here's a few. You have disabled the camera on this device. Turn it on by pushing the switch.
Why
on the
would I
top
want
right
you
of
to
this
turn
device
a
to the
camera
left and try
on?
again. Sorry, I'm having trouble getting that for you.
What does she want? This is why we gotta get AI out of here. They're gonna be at Dragon Con? Oh, I wish. I've been begging for a booth at Dragon Con for 3 or 4 years. Yeah, it's been a couple of years now that I've been begging for a booth at Dragon Con. And they have not given me one. I still haven't been denied for this year, though. Still have not been denied yet. Now we know who to email next. Yeah. I'm gonna apply this year for the first time. Oh, if you haven't already applied, I would not get my hopes up too much. Because I think the Artist Alley might already be closed. If it's not closed, I think it's been open for a while, I think. Because I applied like over a month or two ago. Dragon Con is just so hard to get into. Like, why are you gonna deny the guy who paints so much dragons? That'd be your first thought? Okay, maybe I'm thinking about something else. Because there's always like different applications that you can apply for. Like IX Arts, I applied for that one. They have like their art show, and then they have like their evening showcase. And so I got denied for the art show, but I got accepted for the evening showcase. And then the same with like Gen Con. There's the art show, and then there's exhibitor booths. And exhibitor booths were due like months ago. Like that one, they got in early, but then the art show, that one was due like just like this month, I think. It was like the 14th or something, when everyone got their denials. Because they had Gen Con art show, they had over 430 applicants, and they only have 90 tables for the Gen Con art show. And so I didn't stand a chance. I got denied on that one. I'll be at the showcase. Nice. Skyrim, let's go. Yeah, I'm excited. I don't know how excited to be for the IX show, because I've heard that one is not great for like making print sales. It's great for like networking and like getting your stuff out there and getting it seen by, and like getting to meet your heroes and all that. But in terms of like making print sales, I have not heard great things. And so I'm trying not to get my hopes up for like going and selling a bunch of prints. More so just like going to hang out and meet my heroes. But thankfully it was like $300 for a table. So compared to it's good for originals. Okay, I'll bring originals for that one. Bro, how's it going? Thank you. But yeah, still got to get into Dragon Con. Still waiting for San Diego Comic-Con. That's one I really, really want to get into. Once I get into San Diego Comic-Con, whew, it's all over, boys. There we go. now his teeth have got a little bit extra highlights. It's your third year and it's a lot of fun. Nice. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping to find some artists to split a hotel with as well. So I'll probably be going to that one just me by myself. So I always try and split hotels if there's going to be friends there. A lot of my friends do Lightbox Expo that weekend as well. Yeah, now that I'm in Gen Con, got that one checked off the list. Thankfully I didn't try and do the art show. I did try and do the art show, but thankfully I kept my exhibitor booth. So those exhibitor booths are really where it's at. It's expensive, but man, I killed it there. Gen Con was my record show. What is even Frost Magic tonight? Probably. Exactly. He was like, oh crap, being blasted by ice. Ice is just the worst. Ice sucks. Like, man, screw this ice. Am I being subtle? He's probably thinking like, man, ice can't keep getting away with this. I'm being blasted. Good work, man. Thank you. You know, it doesn't suck joining the Painted Dragon Print Club. That's right. Been to Colossal Con. I've heard good things about that one. I have a friend who does that one every year, and he does really good. I think I have one that why didn't I sign up for that one this year? I think I have another one that I signed up for that weekend, but I have friends that can proxy for me, so I might see about sending one of them. There we go. Let's see what happens. Nice. Yeah. Gen Con's the best. Salt Lake FanX is also the best. Denver Fan Expo. C2E2. Boston Fan Expo was really good. Philly Fan Expo was really, really not good. Yeah, I did a lot of shows this year, or last year, I guess. What else can I do for this one? Make it look colder, frostier. The acrylic paint. It's like actual texture on the canvas there. Yeah, he's looking pretty dope. Love it. Thank you, Chelsea. It is coming along. Making good progress. This is our Painted Dragon Print Club piece for February. This was the January one. Get a little thank you note back here with a little newsletter of what we're working on that month, where we're going, what we're doing. You get a little signed print every month for $10. It's got my signature on there in the bottom left corner. This one will be shipping out at the end of February. So you got all of February to sign up. And then Shannon's already working on the March one, because she's taking Dan Dos Santos's class. That's starting at the end of March, and so she's hoping to have this one finished by then. She's been working on this one for a couple weeks now. She's getting close. Painted Dragon Print Club turned me from a squib into a full-fledged wizard. Let's go! Yeah, Shannon's been working on this one for a while now, and she's doing a really good job. So she's getting this one ready for her portfolio when she's showing it to teacher. And she's just letting that layer dry right now. So cute, I know. She's doing a great job with that one. She is really good at painting those adorable little mommy and baby dragon paintings. She's done like 3 so far. Go, just a little more highlight on there. Make him mail me that one. Oh. Through Painted Dragon stream, you see the fact that I painted a dragon. I know. I'm trying to actually do better at painting dragons this year. Get back to this digital piece I'm working on. Have a great night. Yeah, you too. Have fun. Let's see, where else? Some more. Just throwing around some of this misty stuff. Thank you for the follow on TikTok, Sammy. Appreciate you. Going a bit more this kind of flow this way. Blend it over the top of this rock just to make it look like the rock is being like pushed back into the back behind the icy blast. There we go. I think I need a bigger brush to kind of blend some of that texture out, but keep that white paint in there. Just make it look a bit more smoky, misty, less canvas texture. Now it looks a bit more like the fog is, like the blast is kind of bending around this rock a bit more in front of the night. And you, what a beauty, holy crap, it's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let's Sorry for shamelessly plugging this anytime someone comments, but I am doing a Painted Dragon Print Club. This was the January one, this one's the February one. This one was last month's art print. This one is the February print. Every month I send out a little 5x7 signed print. You get a little thank you note with the newsletter of what we're doing that month, what we're up to, what we're doing next, where we're going. So for the price of an overpriced cup of coffee or two, you can get some art in your mailbox. It is on Patreon. It's the Painted Dragon Print Club. Please feel free to sign up if that sounds like something fun that you would like to get in your mailbox instead of some spam. And everyone else is opening their mailbox and opening their spam every day. Not every day, but once a month, you can open some artwork. Thank you, Sarah. The link is in my bio. It's Patreon, and that's the Painted Dragon Print Club tier. If you want to go all out, instead of buying one of my full-size $40 prints, you can get one of those every month for $30. And that's the Gold Dragon Print Club. There we go. Push that a bit back as well. Looks pretty good. More snow coming around this side. Just want it to look colder. Painted Dragon Print Club turned my Annie into an Audi. Woo! Let's go! I would also like this piece to be good enough that I could show this painting in my portfolio when I submit my portfolio for Magic the Gathering. That's like one of my biggest goals. Yo, she actually did it. We got a new Painted Dragon Print Club member. Woo! Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, I'd love to paint Magic cards someday. That's like, it's a big dream of mine, is to paint cards for Magic the Gathering. And so I'm trying to paint something that if I saw it on a Magic card, that I would want that card in my Dragon's deck. This is my Dragon's deck. For my Magic cards. Got some of my favorite dragon paintings up front. Like Greg Rutkowski, amazing. I want to paint that good someday. Yeah, I want to paint something that looks good enough that I would want to play it in my Dragon's deck. I want to paint Ugin sometime. This guy is so cool. Homestead coming home to go in my living room. Let's go. Yeah, I got so many cool dragons in here. This is kind of what I was going for with this piece. But instead of spitting flame, it's spitting frost. Because ice bad. Also, guys, what do you think about the stream quality for Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch? Did anyone notice that the camera looks any nicer or any better or worse? Or, I don't know. Probably hard to notice if you're not paying close attention. But I'm using a different camera today. I used to use my old crappy C920 webcam for my streams, but now I'm doing I'm using my GoPro. Just looks a bit nicer than the C920. Still not fantastic, but I think it looks pretty cool. It's much better and vibrant. Yeah, I think so. I think it really brings out the saturation in the painting a bit better. Let's try adding a bit more dark. A little bit of dark blue in here. Try to make the silhouette pop a bit more. Just adding that dark color in there. Just signed up. Thank you, Sarah. I super appreciate you. It's very crisp. It sure is. Thank you, thank you. Can't wait to send out your February dragon. These ones will go out at the end of the month. I used to send them out at the beginning of the month, but I realized actually just this morning that I was giving myself no time to promote my Painted Dragon Print Club. And I do so many conventions that there's some months where the conventions will make way more than my print club ever will, but there's some months where the print club is really like quite a bit of income coming in for me if I can get a lot of people on it. And so I really need to promote the print club as much as I can. And I realized that by sending the printout at the beginning of the month rather than at the end, I'm promoting it for like a day or two, and it's going to be really hard to get people interested in signing up for last month's print, you know. So I can show off this piece as much as I want, but I already sent these ones out. And so I was like, you know, as you could see on the old camera. Oh, are you talking about the original painting for Dan's class? Yeah, this is the January Print Club one. This will be February's. This one's going out at the end of February. Yeah, here's the project that I'm presenting tomorrow. Been working on this one for weeks. Really beautiful piece, thank you. Yeah, this is the one that I'm presenting tomorrow. I was hoping to get it scanned today, but the print shop was closed. The shop that does my scanning. They're closed because it's 16 degrees outside. You should sell prints of it. I do. I do sell prints. The link is in my bio. And this painting specifically is my Painted Dragon Print Club painting. Painted Dragon Print Club painting. Tongue twister. This was the January edition. This one's the February one. So the original painting of this one is like the size of like 6 of these. This is this little 5x7 print. $10 a month, you get a little signed print in your mailbox every month of a dragon painting that me and my wife has painted. And I'm trying my best to paint a new one every month. I'm working on the second one so far, and my wife is already working on the third one. And then I'll start thinking about the April one after I do a couple of shows. I do conventions full time, so I've got a few shows to go and focus on for a little bit, and then I'll be back to doing these. And yep, every month we send out a little painted dragon. Because I figured why Why use the business name Painted Dragon Studios if I don't sell that many painted dragons? You sell the large originals at conventions? I do, but the originals usually sell online. It's paying the April one at my house, don't worry, chat. Thank you, Raymond. Appreciate the likes. Yeah, most of the ones that I sell at conventions are like big canvas prints and then like 11 by 14 fine art prints. 11 by 17. So here's an example of the fine art prints. Like this one is one of my Skyrim paintings I did. Skyrim fan art. It's got all the Guardian stones in there. But these are what I make my full-time income on right here. It's these like sturdy like, fine art prints. These ones are 40. But at conventions I do buy 2 get 1 free. And on Etsy they're just 40 each. But yeah, most of the original paintings those usually find homes online after people look at the listings for a while. Darken up back here a bit. Yeah, we'll be bringing a couple of the big originals to conventions. I brought my massive David and Goliath painting to my last show I did. That was fun. A big 40 by 60 canvas. That one's mostly as like a shock value piece. Gets people excited. They're like, oh my gosh, dragons. Oh my gosh, dragons. And then they go, how much for the big one? And I go, well, that's the original painting. Originals go anywhere from $1,000 to $15,000. That one, for example, is one of the $15,000 ones. And they go, oh my gosh, $15,000. And I go, but wait, I've got fine art prints for anywhere from $350 to $40. And they go, wait, $40? I'm saving over $14,000 by getting this $350 one. And I'm like, yeah, you sure are. Because girl math. And then I sell a bunch of $350 canvas prints. Yeah, that's kind of my that big one's kind of my shock value piece. Gets people interested, and then they realize, oh, I can get a big one. Used to go to a bunch of art conventions. It was great income, a lot to set up. Be cool to do it again. Where are you going for your next show? I've got a lot coming up actually. March is like crazy packed, but my next one is going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'll be doing StoryCon down there. I'm mostly doing that one because Brandon Sanderson is going to be there signing autographs, and I'm a big Sanderson fan, so this is like my Mistborn piece that I'm working on to show him. And then I did a Chasm Fiend from Stormlight Archives, and I got to show him that one in Salt Lake. And someone recorded it and posted it on like the official Dragonsteel Facebook and Instagram pages. And like everyone and their grandma came to buy a print of that piece that weekend. It was awesome. So yeah, anytime I can go to a Brandon Sanderson event, I sign up for those as fast as I can. Sanderson fans love buying art. Yeah, then after that one I've got like C2E2 and Planet Comic Con. I've got Cleveland Fan Expo, which that one's going to be fun. All 4 Hobbits, as well as Orlando Bloom and I I think Hayden Christensen's going to be at that one too. Man, that's going to be a crazy, crazy weekend. And have Hobbits, Orlando Bloom, and Hayden Christensen all at that convention. That is going to be awesome. Yeah, definitely something to look forward to. And then after that, I've got a little break for April, but got a friend's wedding to go to in April, and then I've got in May. I couldn't even summarize it. I've got so many conventions, so many. I did over 40 last year between me and my friends who... I've got a couple of friends who proxy for me and they go and sell my art for me when I can't be there. Yeah, between me and my friends, we did over 40. Oh yeah, and after StoryCon, I have Emerald City Comic Con. Yes, can't forget that one. It's the one in Seattle. Just got into that one last minute. I read Sanderson. Wow, mostly just lack of time to really get into all those books. Yeah, it's intimidating. He's got a lot. I don't even have much time to read nowadays, but the only reason I'm able to keep up is because I've been reading them for so long. Because I read a bunch of them back when I was like working full time and back when I had more time to read, and so I even read. I mostly just do audiobooks. This turquoise back here. Gets that glow effect a bit more. Yeah, that looks cool. I have 800 hours to read Sanderson? I know. I know. Wheel of Time, which started as a kid. Oh man. Yeah, honestly, I never finished the last few books. I did all of Wheel of Time up until Sanderson took over, and then that was right when I quit my last part-time job. And I just stopped reading books after that for a long time, and so I never went back and finished the last 3 books of Wheel of Time. Is it 3? I can't remember. Michael Kramer sure does nail the audiobooks. We've been having so much fun listening to those. I'm so glad I got back into those. That's what inspired this piece. Just getting back into Mistborn. More blue coming up over that edge. Love the colors, looks even better than I was picturing. Thank you. Appreciate ya. Yeah, I played a few days ago. He loves it. Thank you. I'm so glad he loves it. I like that painting a lot too. Found books 1 through 8 of the Horse Heresy books on YouTube. Pages, Nate's Audible. I'm on book 5. I still haven't stopped listening for a week. Nice. I've been thinking about listening to some Warhammer books, but man, there's just so much. And then I've got everyone ever messaging me, oh, you gotta listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl. You gotta listen to Carl now. Listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl right now. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, I have so many books on my TBR. So many. Dragon looks sick, dude. Thank you. I like the Dredgen book too. There be werewolves, there sure are. much great. That's what everyone's telling me. Gotta go read Carl. And I guess the author's gonna be at Emerald City, so they're like, oh, make fan art and bring it to the author, like you did for Sanderson. And I'm like, yes. I still gotta finish my other Sanderson art though. That sounds great, but I gotta finish so many books, and I don't even read anymore. I don't even read anymore is the problem. I listen to audiobooks sometimes. I barely ever read. I've been working my way through Wind and Truth for like 3 months now. Still haven't finished that. Starts in Seattle, so it fits. Yeah, that makes sense if that's where he lives as well. So, or does he live there, or does he just go do stuff up there? I'm excited to maybe meet some art directors in Seattle. That's where the Magic the Gathering headquarters is. And I know several of my artist friends that live in Seattle now paint for Magic the Gathering because they go to like shows and they make connections with art directors and whatnot. And so I'm like, maybe I will have the chance. Maybe I'll get to talk to some art directors and get to show them my stuff. A little bit of this turquoise up here. So cool, thank you. I think we are getting pretty close to the finish line with this one. Gig Harbor, Washington. Gotcha. That makes sense. This guy look extra angry. Angry dragon. Hey, let's go, Brooklyn. Thank you. What are you saying, Martin? I don't understand. Just got a new sub on Patreon. Let's go. Thank you, Brooklyn. Brooklyn signed up for a whole year of Painted Dragon Print Club. Let's go. I love that Patreon made that an option. Just means I have to be committed. And I'm locked in. I already was, but more blue up here. That looks good. Maybe a little bit down here. Like that. Let's go, Brooklyn. I love your town. Painted Dragon Print Club cured my dementia, I think. You think? Alright, should we sign this one? Should we just be done with it? Should we call it good? I don't know. Every time I think it's time to sign, I always see something else. It's like, I don't like how dark this tooth is. Look at that tooth is so dark. You make other teeth that dark. Balance it out a bit. There we go. Looks a bit better. Move Move on to this Mistborn piece. Yeah, I think we're about there. Why do I still have a clamp on this? That's silly. Oh no, I need to fill that in. Fill that in and then sign the painting. Oop, dropped something. There we go. Let's go ahead and slide this. Slide to the right. Slide to the left. Crisscross. Just put this back down. Hold that in place. Alrighty. We'll hop in here. It's been coming to being the Good Lord Rings Extended Edition Marathon starts soon with the family. Nice. We'll see the easel after visiting, but yeah, this one's nice. I picked this one up at like a Goodwill. It's just a thrift shop find. It's like $7, and this is the easel that I use the most. It's literally just like metal tubes. I found that the smaller lightweight easels just work so much better. Alright, let's get the signature on this bad boy. And down some light blue paint, I think. Been experimenting with some new signatures. I think I want to do my new signature on this piece. Just a bit. I used to do like kind of a cursive, like write my full name, but no one should ever be locked into a single signature. So I think that artists should be allowed to change their signatures every now and then. This little A to the side, and then let's do the L before I cross the A. Start the L around here, get down under that line, and then straight out. It's just something a bit more simplified. Looks a little bit more recognizable than my previous signature. And this just goes across. So I've got these kind of like angular, jagged lines rather than this trying to write this thing in cursive. Oh, and then I need to put the year. Which, putting a tiny little 6 is the worst. 5 looked cool, 6 is not fun at all. Like, there's no interesting way to paint a 6. The derpiest little 6 ever. I'll hold it up so y'all can see that. See the signature on there. There we go. I just think that looks a lot more interesting than the old one. And I think that artists should be allowed to change their signatures every now and then. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I think that one's done. I'll let it dry and I'll paint the sides blue. Probably just with some acrylic paint, just some like dark blue acrylic paint all the way around, just so it looks nice. Yeah, that'll be that one. If anyone wants the signed print of this one, the Painted Dragon Print Club will be in my bio. Put you right here. Perfect. Yeah, here's the easel. So I've got this, I don't need that anymore. Got some cardboard just taped to it. I was using for another project. Yeah, it's just a big old piece of metal. It's got the expandable, telescoping feet. Imagine if I lifted the easel and just shoved the leg straight through my painting. That'd be awesome. And I got the board just leaning against the back of it here. And the painting goes there. And this needs to raise up. That right there. And this sits on top so it doesn't lean forward. Yeah, and this thing's just super lightweight, easy to maneuver. Here we go. I need to tilt this down. There we go. Need to tilt the GoPro down a little bit as well. Whoop. I love that I finally have a good use for my GoPro. I've had this thing for so long. I bought it off Leighton or I traded or something, or maybe I still owe him money, I don't know. He just had it sitting around and he wasn't using it, so. Alright, this step I actually wanted to grab my transfer paper. This is what I used to trace this onto trace my sketch onto the board with. So you can see I actually printed out, I guess I don't need all this. I actually printed out the reference that I made. I made this reference in Blender and Procreate and Photoshop, and I used a lot of different stuff for this one. But yeah, you can actually see the building details a lot better from my original tracing, and I kind of painted over it a little bit after so many layers. So actually, just 2 days, and then all my warm colors. Notice the difference as soon as the stream started. Good. Yeah, I'm real happy with the new camera. Well, I've never streamed with before. We'll say that, because I just today figured out how to. Let's see. Let us see. This just needs a lot of details. Is the main thing. That is the main thing. Is I just need a lot of detail. Wow, this is so cool. Thank you. This is my Mistborn painting. I'm going to a convention with Brandon Sanderson here in a month. Almost exactly a month from now. And so I wanted to have another piece of fan art to show him. Where do I even begin with this piece? Where do I even begin? I can pull up my Blender reference as well. I think that'll help. So I can show you guys what I actually did in 3D before even painting over this one. Let's go to Mistborn project. And then here's the 3D. So this is I started with just a base male mesh, and then stuck an armature skeleton in him and posed him in this pose, and I made the mist cloak using curves. So it's literally just vertices in space, but then they're connected by a bendy curve that you can then solidify into a mesh. And so I just took one of these curves that I made into this cloak looking mist cloak vibes, and then I just duplicated it a bunch and moved those vertices around until it looked like a mist cloak. And so now I have a nice realistic reference of a mist cloak. And then these buildings, I kind of just dragged and dropped the buildings in from a free file, a free 3D file that was just out there on Sketchfab. Love it when you talk about vertices and bendy curves. I know it. Yeah, I think between this and this, I should have enough reference to make some good progress on this piece. I'm gonna put this somewhere we can see it. So this is pretty much the same as this, but just need to start painting in. Have you ever played Black Ops Zombies? I used to. Back in the day. Back when I had a bit more time. I have more time now. I just don't really spend it playing games very much. I still love video games. I was actually just thinking, like, it's 8:22. Been itching for some gaming. But Shannon's up there playing Core Keeper with her mom and sister right now. She's using the computer. Let's see, cadmium yellow. This might be helpful. Let's get some of this. Trying to put my warm colors over here on this side of the palette. So I'll need to wait until this dries and then scrape that off with the razor blade. That's the nice thing about the glass. Just using a sheet of glass as a palette. So I'll just wait till it dries and scrape it off with a clean palette again. Let's see, burnt sienna. This is what I need. I don't think I have a spot. Ah, there it is. So one thing with my initial sketch on this guy, or with my initial block in, I made it way too yellow, and all of the Facebook comments felt the need to point out, pretty sure that the redness of the sky is something that is brought up like over and over again. Yes, I'm going for Kelsier painting with this one. And I was like, I know, okay, I know the sun is red. I know. I'm gonna make it red, okay? Yeah, I guess I made it way too yellow in the initial block in. And just everyone on Facebook had to tell me just how yellow that sky looked. I'm like, oh, shut up. It's gonna be red, I promise. Just give me a minute. I also need to fix his nose. I made his nose way too low. Makes his face look small. Do you even read the books? I know. Like, do I even know color theory and how to make something look red without being completely red? Because entirely red compositions don't actually look all that great. But painting stuff red around it does look great. So I'm going to take some of this, what is this, scarlet? What color is this? Permanent rose. Yeah, a little bit of permanent rose mixed with this cad yellow makes a really nice deep red color. So I think if I go in here and start kind of shaping some of these buildings back here a little better with this red, it's going to end up looking pretty cool. I'm going to have to eyeball some of these because I painted over the sketch. That's going to overall make the sun look a lot more red by putting this yellow red paint over it. And looks like right around here. Yeah, I lost my sketch so hard in this. think if I detail it with this much more vibrant color, I think that's gonna look cool. Yeah, I can already see it. Can already see it showing through a bit. I just need some of these background buildings to have a bit more angles and shapes. Try spinning the color wheel next time. I don't know. Fix my nose. I wish I could fix my own nose. See, there's some lines going straight up and down here. The problem with red is having something ending up looking pink. I don't want it to look pink. It is like one of the biggest concerns. I don't want to know pink. I want red. That's where like the burnt sienna and the Indian yellow comes in and looks really nice. Nose fits your face perfectly. Well, maybe sometimes a nose's sinuses will just act up and makes it not fun to be using that nose very much. My values are way too dark. Or I need to do this layer and then glaze over it. Have another layer on there to make those look great. Push them back. That. Some of these angular shapes here. At least getting these in the right places, I think, will help. Do we need to fight him now? Yeah. Fight, fight, fight. I feel like this is like the most important building back here to get right because it's right next to the focal point and next to the light source. So I feel like if any of these buildings are really just rendered out, it needs to be this one. Need to detail out the one that's going to be looked at the most. Instagram is complaining about me for having music on in the background. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Cold Panda. Yo, what's up, Rage? I think he's talking about fighting you because I called you handsome. I know. I guess someone needs to fight someone. How's the cold weather up there? It is cold. It's 16 degrees outside. It's way too cold. There we go. I only had to go out in the cold once this storm so far. But I had to go and pick up my meds. That was yesterday. And today I had to go and pick up Shannon's meds. And then I think that was it. Besides that, we've been able to kind of stay inside, and I've gotten a lot of painting done. And I cleaned my office today. Well, didn't clean it, but got it at least looking somewhat presentable in a way that it wasn't stressing me out anymore. That's the biggest part. It's just getting it to the point where it wasn't stressing me out. I was going out. It wasn't too bad. The roads were mostly clear once I got out of the neighborhood, but driving around the neighborhood is terrifying. Because they did not plow well. They plowed, but they didn't plow very well, and so there's just a lot of snow still just everywhere. Snow and ice all over the place. See if I can get some of these lines back in here. A lot more burnt sienna over there. We're gonna Terminator T700 image. Been a slow process. Nice. That's gonna be dope though. Yeah, Shannon's been working on a painting for like over 2 months now, so don't feel bad. Did that to the kitchen today. Well, went out and had to survive the weather in the kitchen. Go, and then line there. Just one line along the edge. This building here. Up to here, and then it gets that like this kind of like jagged effect. Very detailed. Wife hates the cold. Been complaining about it all day. Oh, that's me. That's me to my wife. I'm complaining about the cold all the time. She's like, it's not that bad. I'm like, okay. Some people here are like 6'2" and only weigh 135 pounds. So some people are just always cold. You cleaned the kitchen? Nice. Woke up, eat lots of donuts. Dude, I literally have an alarm go off on my watch every 3 hours. It tells me to go and eat a snack. I just can't put on weight. Like, I've been trying for literally my whole life to put on weight. My metabolism just works so fast that I can't keep any weight on. And then if I get sick or something, it's all over. I'll lose another like 5 pounds every time. And he ignores it or eats a banana. Hey, a banana is not the worst thing to eat, okay? I could be like just eating a bowl of cereal, which is not much of anything, but at least I'm eating something. Like I do avocados, I do chicken, Greek yogurt, like every day. I drink at least 2 protein shakes a day. Those protein, like the 30 to 50 grams of protein shakes every day. I just can't keep weight on, especially since Adderall. Which the Adderall gets me through, like today, it's 8:38 and I'm still painting. So, the Adderall is great, but just can't put on any weight. Look at that red down there. Looks cool. Yeah, I think the city is starting to come together a little better. I think that is looking pretty cool. Let's see, what about over here? I need some more of those building shapes like this. I just completely lost this one. It doesn't go that way. Buildings have got to be in the right places. Else it just throws the whole thing off. There's another spire there. And should be another spire right here. Goes down. This would have been so much easier if I had like actually followed my sketch and not painted over the whole thing 1,000 times. That's just how it goes. Yeah, this is oils. I did the first part in acrylics, and actually I did the first part in pencil. Spent like a full day just drawing this out in pencil. This is illustration board, so it takes the pencil really well. I spent almost a whole day just sitting here drawing everything out and making sure the pencil sketch looked really good. And I did an acrylic wash over the whole thing, just getting all the values in there. And then this is my like third pass with oils already. Get some of this architecture up here. Looking nice. Like some stained glass window stuff going on up here. Intricate molding and whatever. From Bloodborne or something else. This is inspired by Mistborn. I feel like for both of my new Mistborn paintings that I'll be working on, I feel like those are gonna get mistaken for Bloodborne quite a bit. Especially the new Mistborn one I'm working on. It's gonna be like Vin jumping at Venture over the whole Kolost army. Like one of my favorite moments in all of Brandon Sanderson's books. But it looks a lot like the I can't remember what it's called in Bloodborne. Thing you only see after a while. Up there against the moon. Bloodborne's another one that if I ever painted something for Bloodborne, I'm sure it would sell like crazy. Bloodborne fans just love that game. It's just their favorite thing. I get it. I like my Dark Souls 3. I like my Elden Ring. I rage quit so hard in Bloodborne. I've been playing it lately. Nice. Kids just made mouth popping noises at the exact same time. Oh no. Not trying to make nasty mouth popping sounds. Sometimes I don't know how much my mic picks up. It looks good. Bloodborne's 11 years old and still play it. Yeah, that's how I am with Skyrim. I haven't played Skyrim in a minute, but he's great. Now that is too curvy. It's going the wrong way. There we go. I was making popping noises along with the music. Sick. Thank you, Garrison. Good to see you. This one is Mistborn inspired. Elder Scrolls is fun. May get back into that one. Yeah, Oblivion. I tried to play the remake. I enjoyed the remaster for like a day or two, and then I painted my Oblivion painting, and I loved it, and that was the last time that I played Oblivion. After I painted it, I was like, well, I painted it. I did my duty. It's the hard part about being a fan artist is there's 1,000 things that I want to play and that I want to paint, and there's 1,000 things that everyone else always wants me to play or paint, and that's like that was part of just like posting on social media. So people are like, oh, you haven't played this? Well, you should play it. And I'm like, I would love to, but I also paint full time. And trying to get time to just enjoy the thing is hard. So it's kind of sad when I think about it, that like me being a professional fan artist means that I never get to like enjoy the things anymore. I just have to like enjoy them for a little bit, enough to like get the vibes, enough to feel confident in painting it, and then once I painted it, I'm on to the next thing. I have so many things. Paint an image of you painting an image, painting an image. That sounds like a great use of my time. Yeah, it's tricky when work and passion / recreation combine. Yeah, because I'm taking like everyone else's recreation and turning it into my work, essentially. It's kind of an interesting way to think about it. Like, that's way too red. Yeah, I'm taking everything that I like I only paint something if I like it. I try not to paint something that I know it'll sell well and so I paint it. Like I try not to do that as much as possible. I try to at least be like a fan of the thing a little bit. Like I painted a Helldivers 2 painting. Have I ever played Helldivers 2? No. Bridgelord, that's amazing, so beautiful. Thank you. Have I ever personally played Helldivers 2? No. But I enjoy watching videos of it. I enjoy watching content. I like watching streams of people playing Helldivers 2. I'd love to play it sometime. I have so many games installed on my Steam Deck already that I haven't even touched, that it's really hard to justify buying another $40 game when I have like Expedition 33 that I still like. I played it for like 5 hours and I was like, yeah, Expedition 33, this game's awesome, this is so much fun, I'm loving this so much, and then I literally haven't touched it since the first day I picked it up and started playing it and was like, oh, this is great, I love this is awesome. So like that's the game that I would love to go and actually like put some hours into and like finish it, but I just haven't had the time. And then when I do have the time, I'm like usually just painting. And by have the time, that usually means like when I'm not at conventions or something. Read other Cosmere or just Mistborn? I've read almost all of it. I'm in the last 10 hours of Wind and Truth. I should have a print of my... Heard Jeff the Shark is your favorite Marvel character of all time, true or false? Restock that one. Oops. That's awesome. I hope I don't have any orders for Chasm Fiend. Ah, here's one. Here's a dented one. Yeah, here's my Chasm Fiend. Got this one signed by Brandon Sanderson at Salt Lake FanX. There's Kaladin and Shallan down there. You can tell me about your about your Stormlight project. I don't mind. I'm just painting. You know, I did enjoy Jeff the Shark. I did enjoy playing as Jeff the Shark when I played a lot of Marvel Rivals, and then I painted him, and then I went to like 4 conventions back to back, and came back, and everyone was so freaking good at that game. And all my friends who I was playing with were like really good at it, and I was like, I can't keep up. She's too much. So I haven't played Marvel Rivals since then. Let's see, big angle right here. Something like that. Definitely a huge upgrade, better feel for creating. Yeah, I have a XP pen, Artist XP pen, I think is what it's called. Currently building a life-size bridge 4. Okay. That's dope. That sounds super cool. Did not get my hopes up for that. Let's see, there's another. Does this just go way out here? Here. Okay. There you go. It's definitely making the sky look a lot more red. You have a favorite Cosmere book or series? Mistborn has got to be my favorite right now. I like Stormlight, don't get me wrong. I really like Stormlight. I think like especially books 1 through 3 were just like chef's kiss. I think that they've gotten a little complex for my little monkey brain in the last like 2 books especially. But that's just a me problem. Try to keep a steady hand. Oh, yeah. No, I can't even drink coffee and try and paint anymore. Can't do it. That's why I do the little pinky trick. Marvel Zombies definitely one of your favorite reads. Nice. I have not read that. I saw the What If one. Love them all. Love Mistborn too. Nice. Trust of the Emerald Sea. Surprisingly, I love that one too. I know that's not like the most popular one, but I really enjoyed Trust of the Emerald Sea. And wife and I listened to Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. I liked it. She hated it. I was like, dang. Why you gotta be such a hater? She's like, the characters are so annoying. I was like, I mean, they're supposed to be like teenagers. All hail the pinky trick, exactly. Just as long as I'm not always sticking my pinky in wet paint and then sticking that wet paint like somewhere in the middle, like I was working on this and then I did this and then I went back over here right in the middle of my sun. That's when I just need to use the Mall stick. I just need to do this trick, you know. This is what I should be doing. It's just annoying to have to get this out every time I want to paint some detail. Like this. I haven't even detailed this at all either. Let's see. This line goes here. This line goes here. Put like a little circle-y looking thing right here. You get mad at each other's character for doing the same thing. Yeah, that's super annoying. That happened a lot. The same thing, and then act like it was okay. And I'm like, yeah, they're being silly here. Somebody's being a silly goose. I think it's pretty cool. I need to fix the nose. This is gonna make it look like this hood has light shining through the hood. Yeah, the trick for that depth is getting the values right. Same with the lighting. Lighting's all about value and color here. And then the composition, that's what it was about thumbnail sketching, and then I set it up in Blender. So this is my 3D mock-up so that I have a good reference. So I downloaded the buildings and then I actually sculpted. Pretty cool. Let's see. I've got a spire going on here. These spires are just made by putting these little like dots in here on either side. These don't have to be like super detailed, they just need to be there and they need to get the point across. Like what's happening. Because if we have one that we can see well, then we kind of understand what all the other spires are doing. Very creative use of the tools. Yeah. Alright, RageMage, have fun. Yeah, it's all about using the tools to the best of their uses. As long as you're not using AI. Never use AI. That's the one thing I'll say when talking about tools, is just don't use AI. AI bad. AI is not a tool, it's just doing it for you. It's just doing the thing. It's kind of funny because she's playing video games right now. Darken some of these areas up. Get a bit more. Nice work. Going to MegaCon this year? I wish. Send them an email, request them that I be there. I'm on the wait list. So, does it vary? It varies so much, the time on each painting. I've spent probably a good 30 hours. If I have like a really solid reference going in, I can finish it in a day or two. Some, if I have to start from scratch, build the whole scene from start to finish in Blender, or like take my own reference pictures or whatever, that can take days or weeks or whatever. So yeah, it just depends on the piece. It's dedication. It's yeah, but it's what I do full time, and it's worth it. So then I get to go to Comic-Cons and people give me $40 for copies of these. And I can go to Comic-Cons and pay all of my bills. All of my personal bills as well as my business expenses. I can get all of my bills paid in like one weekend. In like 3 days of selling prints. So I hate it when my internet does that. It's just randomly decides you don't need to stream anymore. We're just gonna kill your whole stream. I just love that I'm paying for the best internet that money can buy, and it still drops like that. It's awesome. There we go. What else is over here? Got some angles to get in over here. $3 a.m. in the UK. Oh dang. Thanks for your chat. Love your time painting. Thank you. You have a good night. Yeah, it is coming along. Got a spire here. Then we've got another angle here. The back of the building going all the way up. Got another line right here. It's all about just getting these lines in the right places. It is not easy. There's a big spire on top of this thing, and on top of this thing here. That much easier if I had actually like go. This is the Painted Dragon Print Club. Yeah, if anyone wants some dragon art, this painting right here is going to be the next one being sent out. It's beautiful, and I love it. Oh, now Instagram's telling me that my internet's bad. And it stopped my music. That's fine. That's fine. Didn't need back